The problem isn't that people earn too little, it's that they think too loud. Most people will never be quietly rich, not because they lack opportunities, but because they drown them in noise. They chase trends, compare timelines, and fill every moment of silence with new distractions. They scroll endlessly, refresh feeds, and listen to constant advice that rarely aligns with their own lives. They jump from one hot tip to the next thinking action is progress, when in reality it's just motion. Without direction, they buy courses they never finish, attend seminars they never apply, and discuss ideas they never execute. Quiet wealth doesn't grow in noise. It grows in stillness, patience, and deliberate action. It grows where attention is focused, not scattered. It grows where energy is respected, not wasted. It grows in the small, unseen choices you make every day. Today we'll explore the 3 silent traps that keep people poor, even when they make good money, and how you can escape them. To build real calm financial freedom. Trap 1. The noise of comparison. Comparison is the thief of quiet wealth. You scroll, you look, you measure your progress against someone else's highlight reel. You feel behind, so you start forcing speed, bigger goals, faster moves, louder actions, all to catch up. But every comparison you make steals a piece of your focus, your clarity, and your energy. Quiet wealth doesn't compete. It compounds. It grows in silence when no one's watching. Think of the introvert millionaire. They don't chase validation, they chase clarity. They quietly build systems, skills, and habits that work behind the scenes. While the world shouts about 10x hustle and viral wins, they quietly make moves that no one posts about. They understand that wealth built for attention disappears when attention shifts. Imagine 2 people starting the same business. One posts every detail online, chasing likes and comments. The other works silently, perfecting processes, studying markets, and improving products. Years later, the first person may have temporary fame, but little sustainable growth. The second quietly dominates their niche, invisible to most, unstoppable to the market. The loud are often busy. The quiet are often wealthy. Step 1 is simple. Withdraw your attention from the scoreboard. Replace comparison with curiosity. Ask not, how far ahead are they, but what habits made them consistent. Study. Learn and implement quietly. The goal is awareness, not anxiety. True. Quiet wealth starts when you stop competing with noise and start cultivating patience, focus, and self-trust. Trap 2. The overthinking loop. The second trap is perfection. The belief that you need the perfect idea, the perfect plan, or the perfect timing before you start. You keep redesigning your dream instead of building it. You plan, analyze, hesitate, and reanalyze. Each cycle feels productive, but it's only motion, not movement. Most people never plant seeds because they keep redesigning. The garden quiet success looks boring because it's built on silent repetition. The introvert millionaire doesn't overplan. They execute calmly with minimal emotion and let time amplify their work. You don't need perfect timing. You need quiet execution. Overthinking is just fear disguised as intelligence. It convinces you that doing nothing is safer than starting small. But in silence, even slow action compounds faster than perfect delay. Think of it like a tree in a forest. You can spend months trying to make the soil perfect, measuring sunlight, predicting rainfall. Or you can plant the seed, water it regularly, and let growth happen over time. The seed doesn't ask for applause. It doesn't compete. It just grows. Take one simple step, not to impress anyone, but to move energy. Send that email. Read one page. Launch one small project. Repeat every day. That's how wealth whispers before it ever shouts. The overthinking loop also impacts emotional energy. You become trapped in a cycle of what ifs and maybes, convincing yourself that analysis equals progress. In reality, the quiet wealth mindset knows that action beats hesitation every single time. A single consistent action compounded over months beats countless perfect plans that never see the light of day. Trap 3. The emotional economy. The final trap is emotional spending, not just with money, but with energy, attention, and decisions. Most people invest emotionally, not strategically. They buy into hype, chase trends, and confuse excitement with opportunity. Every emotional decision leaks capital, focus, and time. Quiet wealth is emotionally detached. It's not cold, it's clear. The faceless business owner doesn't buy for status, they build for sustainability. They practice slow money, the art of letting time grow what ego would rush. They invest in skills, systems, and silence. They avoid flashy, impulsive moves. The loud economy rewards drama, spectacle, and immediate gratification. The quiet economy rewards patience, discipline, and calculated growth. When you spend emotionally, you lose power. When you spend consciously, you gain time. Detach from noise, detach from fear. You don't need to announce your next move, just make it. Even in relationships or social interactions, quiet wealth manifests. Introvert millionaires protect their energy. They don't gossip. They don't react to every drama. They don't chase every social trend. They recognize that time is finite and focus is currency. The calmer your mind, the sharper your decisions. Emotional detachment isn't indifference, it's intentional presence. It allows you to invest in what truly matters, rather than what feels urgent. The quiet wealth shift. Let's review. Trap 1: comparison steals your focus. When you constantly measure yourself against others, you lose track of your own path. Every scroll, every glance at someone else's highlight reel chips away at your attention. These aren't financial problems, they are mental habits, and the cure isn't louder ambition, it's quieter thinking. Wealth grows in silence because silence is the only space where clarity survives. When the world is loud, your mind gets fragmented. You chase trends, follow the latest advice, and fill every idle moment with noise. True wealth doesn't thrive in chaos. It thrives where your mind is calm and deliberate. The world celebrates loud success stories, the flashy achievements that go viral. But the real millionaires are often invisible. They don't announce their victories. They live simply, spend quietly, and think in decades instead of days. Their freedom isn't a performance, it's a state of mind. So ask yourself, are you chasing noise or nurturing silence? If your goals feel heavy, it's not because they're impossible. It's because you're carrying the weight of everyone else's opinions. Put it down. Focus on what stays quiet when everything else fades. Discipline, time, clarity. Quiet wealth doesn't shout for attention. It earns it slowly, patiently, invisibly. And when you finally get there, you'll realize the richest people aren't the ones everyone talks about. They're the ones who no longer need to explain anything. If this message resonated, explore the concept of slow money. It changes how you think about time, patience, and progress. The path to silent wealth always begins with one thing. Silence, integrated keywords. Natural use, quiet wealth. Introvert millionaire, make money, silently faceless business, slow money, minimalist investing.